Vladimir is banned. You cannot pick Vladimir, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, none of these teams are prioritizing Camille at all, which is very, very interesting.
Considering, yeah, I mean, if that was even like, even if it was an option in the last match, the first 8 of those 2 teams, they would have gone straight for that Camille pick, and then we probably would have saw Colby Q go straight for either Galio, or if the other team got it, we probably would have saw something along those lines. But yeah, the fact that they're literally just chilling, they've looking like they've locked in their duo lanes. I mean, Corky could still go in mid, but it looks like they've got the Nautilus and Ziggs for the bot lane on the side of Government, and then we see the Leona pick come through. Okay. Well, you don't normally see her come through, but there we go. A little bit more spicy, a little bit more zest.
And Leona's, I think Leona's been buffed quite a few times over the most like recent patches. So I think Leona's still a pretty decent pick. Oh, there we go. There's the Camille. Hey.
Yeah, they're listening to us.
Hey, woo. We did it.
It's like we know what we're talking about.
We did it, chat. We did it. But yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of great lockdown with the likes of Leona and also Camille as well, and just being able to get access onto the Ziggs in the backline is going to be so important, which is what, you know, likes of Leona and Camille can do.
Definitely lock that Yordle down, but we are on to the 4th and 5th bans of both of these teams. Currently, I mean, Yone could be your mid lane or even your jungle, so it's hard to say what they're going to ban here. It's clear that Justice League don't have their jungle yet, so I believe that there's going to be quite a few jungle bans on the side of Government here, just to window down that jungle pool. But Jace is still up for takes. Lee Sing meets the Banhammer, and Kha'Zix does as well. So Government banning out their own Kha'Zix. We saw Zealous on Kha'Zix before, and it's done very well, but they are not giving the Kha'Zix up.
That's interesting. Maybe they think that the Kha'Zix, I mean, the Kha'Zix is not really going to be that good in this game because, you know, likes of Corky can jump away. Leona's very hard to one-shot, the same with Camille as well. So they already have a pretty beefy frontline tanky team. And also their Yone can also go in the jungle if they really want their Yone to go there, which is most... Oh, no, actually, the Vi's going to be picked instead. So Yone probably in the mid lane or the Baron lane. There's... I'm gonna say that Yone's most preferable pick for most of these competitive teams is in the jungle, just because you're able to farm up so quickly, you're able to farm up so safely as well and get to a few items. Yeah, very interesting.
And then we got the Olaf pick on the side of Justice League. So Olaf in the jungle, Vi in the jungle for Government. I'm pretty sure I've seen Government play the Vi before against Trident a few times. And it does work obviously very well. You do get some really good Vi picks. I've seen Andrez play Vi as well, very well. It's just one of those picks that you don't really expect to do well, but it does in certain team comps. It definitely helps, especially with the single target CC with the ultimate, and being able to just dive in with that burst ability as well is always a given. Shortcuts left, right, and center, but same with Yone. Yone has quite a lot of shortcuts to be able to get in and out of there, and the Jace is selected, so definitely different priorities within these teams, because that Jace literally lasted right until that last pick, and it looks like Jace is going to go in the mid lane against the Akali. Yeah, the Akali.
Yeah, Jace is going to be able to bully out this Akali in the early game and procs first strike multiple times, I think, during the entire laning phase to get more damage and also get more gold. But as I mentioned, Government are also another team that don't go in the right order, as you can tell.
Yeah. By ADC, let's go.
I can't believe her. I can't believe her.
I got this. You can get yourself in order, lads. You got this.
Maybe they'll get in order one time. Yeah, quite excited for the series. I think the Government are a team that I'm always excited to watch, because they bring quite a lot, and they always bring something new as well, which is always very exciting. They have some players on there which are very, very strong players overall, so I have to see how that shapes things up.
Definitely, but to be fair, I mean, Justice League do have a good few picks there, like the Corki and the Camille and the Akali. I mean, they wouldn't have got this far in the top 6 if they weren't good. So it's just going to see who comes out on top with this team comp. To be fair, Government's got a really solid team comp as well, especially with the likes of Nautilus, the Vi, Jace as well. We've already seen Jace pack a punch, and now he's in the mid lane where he can just focus his opposition in that lane.
Yo.
Life. Minions have spawned. It's so weird to see like a player like Zealous put so much fear into people to ban a champion. No matter, like, Zed pick is synonymous with team government, so it's always banned. I don't think I've seen Zealous actually be able to play Zed recently. He's probably forgotten how to in competitive, but it's just crazy that that's definitely the pick that sticks with him and always gets banned.
It's a pick that everyone knows him for, whether it's competitive or even solo queue as well. He always does the same in solo queue and in ranked play. He is a great player to watch.
Corki and Ziggs just poking each other, getting that poke damage off, collecting that gold. Jace actually not trading too many successful blows as I thought he would on the Akali so far yet. But it's a brewing. It's a brewing. There's a slam dunk. Oh, missing that third on the Akali going onto the minion. That's a bit of a shame.
I mean, it's interesting. He actually went for Conqueror in mid lane, so he's actually not going to have that much trading potential. He could have had some really nice trading potential.
Oh, close. Turret saved Zig's life there.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I think Jace would have had an easier time if you go for something like Electrocute or even First Strike, because you can take them trades a lot easier. But since you don't have that, it makes life a little bit easy for this Akali.
First blood. Nicely done by Vi. That is government first blood, taking out the jungler. We got Jace giving some aggression onto the Akali in a split team fight here. Oh, Yone gets caught up there by Leona, but Leona is now in the jungle and she is in trouble. And Heaven gets the kill there, so that is a nice bit of gold for Heaven there in the mid lane for government. Even though he is looking pretty low in terms of health, he's managed to return back to his lane. Ult that minion lane and go away. Go back, get some things, get some shiny new items. Treat yourself, Heaven. Treat yourself.
Nice little bit of a gold lead then. 1,000 gold lead for government early on. Really nice to invade just to be able to take a few early kills. Take a few early trades, which is always going to be very nice. We'll have to see how they try and use this lead.
Run away with it. Run away with the lead like you can. Okay.
Oh.
Successful poke from Baby Hope. Not quite successful from Corki there. Zealous already heading to go in that jungle also. So, I mean, obviously, it really helps Zealous getting that first blood onto the Olaf, but definitely clearing these camps a little bit faster, getting that gold acquisition a little bit ahead of Olaf there. Oh, Orthless ult onto the Camille. She managed to get back into safety of the turrets, but we have the Leona coming up and looking for a way in. They don't know she's there. There she is. Zenith Blade in, but then getting caught onto the Nautilus. Jace looking for a rotate up to Baron lane also, but going back now. He's like, nah, let's Vi, Yode, and Nautilus have all got it. Let me just continue my push in that middle wave, but they are looking to go back before the jungle objective is up. which is probably a good shout to get as much items as possible before these first jungle objectives are up and ready. And it is Ocean Drake, which has probably been the first time Ocean Drake has been available for the first Drake in this night.
Ocean Drake's not going to do too much as the first dragon, but can definitely look to do a lot once you potentially get like the second or third dragon, because that extra healing can also be very, very nice. So I have to see what both these teams prioritize. We saw in the last series that the teams mainly just traded objectives and wasn't really fighting too much for objectives. So let's see what the teams do this time around.
No quite favoring going on just yet. We do have Vi on the bot half of the map looking to possibly go for the Ocean Drake. Yep, so Zealous starts the Ocean Drake, and we've seen Olaf start the Rift Herald. So Justice League want Shelly to do Shelly things in the lane. And Zealous looking to go for this Ocean Drake, obviously hoping that they can get more than one dragon to, as you can say, improve the healing rate from the Ocean Drake. Yone getting caught out here. Pawn. Oh! Nautilus was just a little bit too slow there, but there's that Zigzag getting the kill onto the Camille. Nicely done, Baby Hope.
It's really nice for Baby Hope to at least get a trade in terms of kills there. Rift Herald so far hasn't been placed down, but now with Olaf walking towards the mid lane, most likely will be going for Rift Herald mid lane, which is actually what they're doing. But it's against the Ziggs in the mid lane, so I'm not too sure what the Akali's doing there. But since you're against the Ziggs mid lane, maybe they can look to wave clear. But nope, Rift Herald is going to take that first tower, but Government trading back in terms of kills really, really well.
So yeah, Government taking that first trade, so well played to them. They are doing the role of Almighty Cavalry Elite by focusing and getting that Rift Herald just to drop it down and get first turret. They need it in terms of trying to keep that gold lead in their favor, because they're currently behind in kills and they don't have the dragon. The first dragon there, Ocean Dragon, goes for Government. Yeah, currently looking at no real engage here yet. Yone was looking to go in, but then decides to go back to base, possibly to get first item. Yep, there we go. Immortal Shield Bow.
Yeah, Mortal Shortbow, really strong item for Yone. Also has Berserker Greaves as well, so there's a lot of gold and a lot of items for Yone, which is going to be very, very nice for him. As for everyone else, Trinity Force is completed. Rift Maker, Manamune. Looks like Nabil or Solo Bolo is going for Iceborne Gauntlet on Leona, which is going to be a bit spicy.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to get in there onto the Vide, slow them down, especially with the Yone and the Jace, even the Nautilus as well. So just having those close quarters champions, it's just going to mean that once they're in there, they're kind of stuck in there, which I think is a good first item to go for.
Oh, Camille ulting.
Onto the Spirit. Oh! There we go. So Leona goes down to Yone. Nicely done. Olaf looking pretty low. So does the Camille. She's already at low health. Zealous looking for a way in, but Corki shredding some damage there just to keep them from the teammates, which was well played by Corki, to be honest. I feel like if Corki wasn't there, we probably would have saw a kill onto the Camille and possibly even the Olaf.
It's kind of, I think the Zealous was just kind of playing with fire there. He was just like walking up and just like dodging all the skill shots. Just like, literally. Yeah, you can't hit me. You can try, but you can't.
Next dragon up is the Infernal Dragon. Ooh, a spicy little second dragon there. But we do see that Government managed to get the Baron Lane turret, so it is a mid turret down for them, but they do have the Baron Lane turret against Justice League right now. Olaf looking for some presence down in the bot lane. Their bot lane turret is looking really low, so I'm guessing that's why they're all down there, just to continue that minion push, get some priority down in the bot lane before next objective is up. Olaf in. 4v2. Leona coming in to help as well, but down goes that bot lane turret. It was literally a pinch away, and they managed to secure it. So 28 seconds still, the Infernal Drake. It looks like Vi's recalling just before it is spawned.
10 seconds. So we have to see if government can secure the second dragon. It's gonna be quite important for them if they can secure 2 drakes. They already have a 4,000 gold lead, so we have to see what more that they can do here. And Solo Bono might be caught out here.
Hook there from Nautilus, keeping the Leona in line. Nice. Corky's gonna get packaged up. No, we used the package already. Corky's in there. Status though. Akali going in, doing bits, doing a lot of damage into there, but the Akali then gets taken out by the Vi. Olaf just about managed to run it there because of the ultimate, but he could get picked up here by the Jade. Slow though, but still a massive victory there for government with a 4-1 trade, and they get the Infernal Drake also.
Absolutely incredible here for government, getting the dragon and also getting the team fight win. They're going to be storming away with this game right now. Absolutely insane how much they're able to do. They're going to get the bot lane tier 2 tower. They're going to get the top lane, mid lane tier 1 tower. At the moment, Justice League are just out of their league at the moment. Unintended.
Hey. We caught that one. That was a
hey.
But no, yeah, on the terms of Justice League, I don't think they'll be able to quite come back from that gold lead just yet. I mean, they've never had a massive team fight go in their favor. They're currently still sitting on 3 kills to 11, and they're behind in the turret game. They did get the first turret, but they've kind of not done anything since then. So it kind of seems like this is going to be a for sure victory for government because of how far they're ahead with the gold. Their turret game is obviously stronger now, and they do have 2 dragons also. Baron lane. Oh, Vi ult onto the Leona. Oh, Olaf goes down. Yep, it was onto the Leona, and then Akali and the Leona try to do bits onto the Yora, but then we see Pawn come through with a triple kill on the Yone, and then Jace still running down, and Jace is on the chase. Oh, Hextech ultimatum, but it isn't enough to take out Jace, so that is a team wipe for government. And they're looking to take that Baron Nashor too. Baron Nashor buff taken, the minions are in the Baron lane. I think this is set up for a first victory in the series.
Yeah, this is looking really dominant for government right now. There's not really anything the Justice League can do. They've taken all the objectives, they've taken the towers, they've pretty much taken everything they could right now, and they're just so far ahead. You're just seeing the goal leads across the board. 3,000 in jungle, 3,000 top lane, 2,000 mids.
Almost 11,000 in general.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy leads.
So I think you may get what you're praying for, Stu. A quick 3-0 is possibly on the cards here, if anything. If the rest of the matches of the series go this way for Justice League, they will definitely lose 3-0.
Who knows? Who knows? Anything is possible at this point. Okay. Director's cam.
Jason's doing bits, he's keeping the Olaf alive, and he goes, oh no, it's the Vi, sorry, Vi. All I could see was big shiny fist or a hammer, and I was like, yeah, that's somebody doing something. Ooh, nice status though there by Yone.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Game number 1. I mean, look at that. Dominant victory. Yeah. 17,000 gold lead in total. Just from start to finish, really. Government doing insanely well and popping off.
Popping off. But yeah, to be fair, it was expected with government. They're always a joy to watch. And when they do play, they definitely bring it all. They don't mess around at all. Obviously, other than not getting themselves in order, they definitely order the match in their favor.
Yeah, it's really nice to see government again being as dominant as where they kind of left off really with when I was watching them back in season 1. You know, players like Zealous and Evan are just really, really strong players overall.
I mean, look at YAR4 as well. No kills, no deaths, but 14 assists. I mean, that's like an ADC's fantasy. No kills.